The following program is for entertainment and educational purposes. Anything taken out of context is your own fault. The following program is not sponsored. The following host does not sound like this in real life. Omito for the beat.
Okay, welcome guys to another episode of the Waddy Talk podcast. Woo, woo, woo. I'm glad y'all came. Glad you wait a minute, hold on a second. Woo, okay. You heard it?
No, I can't hear it.
Dang, that sucks. Okay. It was cheer. Anyway, guys, as you guys can see, I have a guest. My bestie. Hey.
Hi.
This is Emmy, just so y'all know, if y'all can't read. Emmy, I met through TikTok. We clicked. We've been on live. She's pretty. She has common sense. Common sense is very much a lack, and that'll be another episode too.
This is true.
So guys, I don't think I have any more announcements. Content loading, vlog show loading, this, that, and third happening. I'm excited, and I don't want to talk about me. So let's get into it. Emmy, hey, how are you? How are you?
I'm doing great. My day was very busy, but I'm so happy and thankful that I'm able to get this and carve out this time to do this podcast with you because this is very important and people need to hear, and we need to be able to spread the word and be better advocates for Christ. So I'm just thankful for this opportunity.
And all y'all and every one of y'all need to work because this episode is called Living the Gospel. I think a lot of our generation now, which I learned a lot today, in which I'm gonna share with you too. So anyway, I think our generation today is lost when it comes to the Word of God. They want God. They want Jesus. That's because you can't get to God until you get to Jesus. Through Jesus, yeah. But they're lost. I'm not trying to say that. I'm brutally honest because I care. I got a heart. And yeah, they're lost because they go based off of one thing or what they were taught, not knowing God is way bigger than. In analogy, I would say they put God in a box, but God is bigger than that box.
Right.
So I feel like it's up to us because we're the new generation. Like we have to, the new adults. We're the ones that's gonna have to lead. We're the ones. We're gonna need new pastors. That's when I realized like our word is lost because who gonna be the new pastor? Like, when I look at our generation, I just go, this is sad. Like you guys think toxic is okay? You guys think ignoring like somebody to get their attention is okay? Y'all think drinking and alcohol just every day in the same loop, y'all don't want to do nothing with your lives? This is okay to y'all? You know, it irritates me. I don't know about you, but it irritates me. Because why? So, y'all, also, I don't know if y'all even watched the live, but we like to yap. So I think you might enjoy this. Yeah. We're going to begin with a topic, then kind of go from there. So.
It may go. Yeah.
And if it do, then you're more than welcome to turn off the show. I don't care. Okay. So you, tell me like a little about you and your background and everything, and were you like raised in church? And
I was. So I was literally, you know how you do your child, like your infant declaration, or you dedicate them to Christ.
Oh yeah.
So I was baptized as a baby. Like as soon as I could get baptized, I was baptized, and I was raised into a church, Pentecostal Church of God. It was a Pentecostal church, but Yeah, I said it was a Pentecostal church, but it got to be like they didn't really focus too much on being like a denomination. They just focused on, it was like an old school church, and I was raised in it. My parents were born and raised into it, so that was like how my faith was. But I don't know, for me at least, I knew I always believed in God, but like I didn't really truly understand who he was on like a personal level, like a really relationship level. It was religion up until like college. And when I
Okay,
got
yeah.
to college, like you can't rely on your parents' beliefs. You can't rely on them forcing you to go to church. You can't rely on, what you've been comfortable doing. So
Right.
I straight away at a moment of like not going. I just didn't like, you're out, you have your freedom for the first time, you go kind of just, you straight away. And
Uh-huh.
so I had like a come to Jesus moment, like literally just bought my first Bible. It was just like so much going on. I was so stressed, so depressed. I bought my first Bible. I
Uh-huh.
just started praying, and honestly, like I really felt the presence of the Lord. And I feel like that was the first true moment where I genuinely felt like, okay, no, like this is a real person. Like, you know what I mean? Like the
Yeah.
whole time, like it was just something I was just depending on. I was just raised on, but like I actually witnessed it and experienced it for myself for the first time. And so that's when I say like my real true relationship started with Christ. And that was about like 2022, 2023. And so it's like really relatively like still like what 3 years. So that's when I really started like I read the whole Bible. Like I really just been trying to seek and just learn more about God, like learn more about Jesus, just how to be a better advocate, how to really like help other people. I try to use my platform to try to like anytime the Lord gives me something to say about him, I just try to share it because like any way I can further the kingdom, that's just what I want to do. So yeah, that's just basically me in a nutshell.
Must be nice. So you didn't have nothing that was like heartbreaking or like really hard, like nothing like I guess I would say crushed. That
I
might be
would say no. I feel like it was nothing crazy. Like when I was in college, I think I went through like a breakup, and I was just like just going through depression. Just school was hard. It was just a lot. That stuff, but it was no like death or anything crazy like that. By the
must be
grace of
nice.
God, it wasn't.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
What
must
about
be
you?
nice. Me? Let's see. Well, once upon a time, I was raised in the church. Well, of course, I was raised in church. My mama always had us in church. My grandmama, she was a pastor.
Mm.
My granddaddy was a deacon. This is on my mom's side. So they even they had this big time church. It was like big about I think it opened up like the 70s. It was big in the 80s or whatever.
Wow.
They had this overseer and they had like churches in different parts of the country. So they would have like all these like revivals and things of that sort of nature. It was a little like old school teaching, but I could see where they were coming
Same. Yeah. Right.
from. So yeah, I was kind of raised in church. Well, I was in church, of course. I was interested actually. Like as a youngin, I was probably maybe 14, 15. At times it used to be like, we're going to
Mm-hmm.
church again, and
Mm-hmm.
yada yada. But I had those moments. But as I got older, I was kind of enjoying church. I found little things to enjoy in church or whatever. And then fast forward, the Lord kind of led my life and everything. I was praying. I was into other things, not quite convicted yet of anything, because I was young. I didn't know no better. I would say my coming to Jesus moment was maybe 2020. I was like 22 before I turned. No,
Mm-hmm.
after COVID. It was after COVID. So prior to that, I was in church. I done joined the church with my friends or whatever. So I was enjoying church or whatever. My god sisters actually, I think, invited me to church or they had me somewhere, and I had liked the church. So I
Mm-hmm.
was like, oh, I like to go here. Mind you, that I'm just kind of fast forward here. So during COVID, right? Oh boy, this is gonna sound bad because this is gonna get worse after COVID. COVID. So during COVID, I was cussing out. I hated like Zoom calls, online mess, and yada 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 yada. I low key was arrogant. I ain't
Mm-hmm.
gonna lie to you. I had a little bit of
Look,
arrogance
you was arrogant. You said.
because I was like, because I'm not because Okay, I don't know if I if I ever told you, but I don't like to be bored. I don't like to sit in boredom.
I think you did say. I think you did say that.
Yeah, it's like see this right here isn't boring. Deep combo is not boring, but I don't like to sit in the house and there's like you can't do nothing. Which at that time none of us had a choice or whatever. And honestly,
you're forced.
Yeah, exactly. So Loki, I ain't gonna lie, it was about this girl once upon a time, no longer a thing. But that's why I was like, oh, I gotta see her, whatever, this, that, and that. And she was like depressed too. So I was like, oh no, I feel bad. I want to be there for her, yada. But mind you, I was crashing out. Okay, cool. Not realizing, which I'm gonna get into that part later. So sometime when COVID, quote unquote, lifted up, like what was it, like June or something?
Right, sure. Yeah, I have to believe right around time. Yep.
Sure. I got sick, but it wasn't COVID. So what happened was I went to bed. Well, I went to a party before. It wasn't the party. Okay. It wasn't the party. I don't think I got drunk. No. I think I was sober. I don't know. I was fine the night before. I woke up in the middle of the night and I was cool. I woke up that morning short of breath, gasping for breath and air or whatever. And my heart was beating like fast or whatever. So it was constant. It was the beginning of constant short of breath. It had calmed down. I think it calmed down. Like I felt like I was going to pass out the first day. I was like, something is.
Wow. What?
Yeah. Don't worry. It's about to get worse. Trust me. It's hold on tight. So that happened, right? And then it kind of, that was day one, but it kind of went downward from there because it calmed down like the next day, but then it came back up. So they was like, you need to go to the emergency room, man, yada, 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 this and the third. Oh, no, I was in college in class, but I was sitting there going, just like that. That's how it would sound. I think I could talk, but at that time, don't worry. Hold on tight. They was like, okay, something is wrong here. You need to go to the emergency room. They told me to go home after class. I was in the emergency room. They couldn't find anything. They want to say it was anxiety, yada, 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 this, that, and that. My insurance was great before I got kicked off. So it came in the clutch. So that had happened. We went to another doctor. This is the definition of doctors. Couldn't find nothing. Went to another doctor. Got a breathing treatment, right? And I passed out in a nutshell.
Wow.
My body was reacting to the breathing treatment. I don't know what it was or whatever. So all that eventually kind of led up to ER. I got tired of it, this, that, and the third. So they gave me like a bunch of medicines or whatever, this, that, and the third. The medicines caused me to lose my voice. Mind you, I had short of breath. So it was causing me to lose my voice very, like, in a sense, it was kind of rapid. Because I could talk. This is how it sounded. I would go, and if you talk to me, then I could, at that time, I could go like that. Well, eventually it turned to nothing. It turned to absolutely nothing. So you would think somebody like that would be afraid of, oh no, I can't talk or whatever. Oh no, I was cool. All I did was just and kept going to doctors, kept going to all these different. Listen. Oh yeah, she's a nurse, y'all. I respect every one of y'all in the medical field because from that point on, don't worry, it's coming.
It's coming.
I respect every one of y'all in the field because I said, bro, get me out of here. Y'all know what y'all doing. Y'all can't find anything. And at most we found was I had low B12, but we don't know how it begun. Anyway, lost my voice completely for about 3 months. I think like 3 months or something like that, which was like, okay, I'm fine with that. Problem is, we had a dog that died. Now, anything that affects me or brings me coming back to Jesus, mostly is death. Like, prior to that, lost my grandfather, depression thing. think I lost my aunt like the year before. Favorite aunt, sorry, at that. So yeah, so we had a childhood dog. Caroline lived up to 11. She would have been 12. She kind of essentially was poisoned or whatever by that neighbor. So she died in the midst of that.
Wow.
Yeah, that caused depression. Mind you, I know what some of my friends are gonna think. I'm not an animal person at all. I don't personally. Sorry, I understand why people love animals, but I'm not. Like, if I get a pet, it would be like a robot fish. You put the batteries in them,
right,
and then ain't gotta do it. But that caused like a whole depression thing
wow.
on me. And
so even though you weren't a person,
huh? Yeah, because yeah, because it was like because she lived with us, so it's like, and I had no choice. I was like, I think like 11 when she came. Huh? Go figure. When she came, so it was like you know, I kind of had no choice. We gonna get used to her, this, that, and Caroline was a human. She was a human, so that was like we taught her how to play hide and go seek. Like it was like that. It was like that. So it did hurt when she passed away. But it was like because she was there from like my 5th grade year up till my last year in college. So in the midst of all that, it was like depression. I told the Lord, just come get me. I'm ready. I'm tired. I can't bear this pain, this, and the third. And I went through all these extra health pains and everything. But fast forward, depression, okay, yada, 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 up, yada. Forgive me. Don't look at me different when I tell you this. But at one point, I was so depressed. Mind you, I ain't gonna lie. The devil probably had my mind in. Yeah. So I told the Lord he can take his hands off me. I was so angry. I was angry at something else, and then that caused me to say that. But you know, people, everybody prayed and everything like that. So I got invited to a family church, and they had prayed over me, and you know they didn't quit praying. Mind you, I'm in the mindset of, can I go home? Leave me alone. So I get me. I said I was coming. Don't go nowhere. So through that. Mind you, I was in the spirit too, just crying, boo-hoo, and all that. Voice came back eventually. My mom hadn't heard my voice in like 3 months. So it was kind of a lot on her too. So
no, I'm saying like church today, we literally was in Matthew chapter 9, and they were talking about when when Jesus healed the mute.
Yeah. See, and yeah, that's essentially what he did to me. So that was my first coming to Jesus moment. That's when I felt like him. Yeah, they were trying to get me to say Jesus, but I was going. I couldn't say it, but I could say the dog name was Caroline, so I could say, "Come on, Caroline." I remember that because I don't know. I told her something like that, and that came up. So I was like, so you know that whole thing, and then eventually I was like, okay, cool. But that wasn't my necessarily. This is long-winded, ain't it? But that wasn't my real coming to Jesus moment because I had like I went through that, and you would think that after that somebody would be changed and redeemed. Man, no, I went right back. I went right back. Now, mind you, I didn't know no better. So I'm thinking, oh, I'm healed. You know, I pray again and yada, 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 yada. But mind you, I'm out here partying with everybody. Well, it wasn't everybody. I was very careful and selective about who I partied with. So I was like doing that, going here, there, cussing. I'm thinking, okay, I'll just go to church and repent and pray and repent. No feeling conviction at all. Mind you, I wasn't at that point yet. Fast forward. Ooh. I don't care. This is my show. Fast forward. It was cool for that then, and then like got involved with some other friend girl. Okay, cool. We didn't work out. Crashed out because everybody I felt like at that time was against me with me talking to her and yada yada yada. And I was going, why is everybody in this business? Like, man, move somewhere, go in the back, yada yada yada. This, that,
Right.
and the third. So that was like 2022 or something. Okay, we didn't work out. Crashed out. Crashed out to everybody. F this person, yada yada, this person, yada yada. Y'all don't get it, bro. Y'all was not there. No, she, saying all kinds of mess. Grandma was sick. Grandma was sick. She had a stroke, and she had a heart attack like earlier that year, but she had a stroke, I think, sometime after her birthday. Mind you, she had never been sick for real. So I think only once, and that was like the flu or something. So anyway, eventually she died. She died during that, like I think like sometime before New Year's or whatever. My grandma was and I were like this. That was like my safe place. Yeah. So that was like a big. Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay, it's over now. But thank you. I say we learned it. Yeah. It took me. Yeah. It took me a while to get to this point, just so you know. Yeah. So, but anyway, it was like that had happened, and I quit praying because of the situation or whatever. And then I was like, man, this is mad because she sent that girl to do yada 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 and this, that, and the third. I was pissed. God used her death to like get my attention, but it kind of took some time too to like grab my attention because I definitely was in deep, really dark place, and I went through things I did not think I would go through. I went through a whole anxiety thing. Oh my goodness, grief. Anybody that has never grieved, don't be fortunate if you don't understand it. Cause I was like, I couldn't sleep. I had night terrors. I had anxiety. I had an anxiety attack at work for like 3 hours. And yeah, it was a whole thing. All because she was gone. So it was like, what am I supposed to do? I couldn't talk to nobody. I think my B12 got low eventually. Got real low. Wow. So it affected like my speech and my movements and balance. It was like I could talk like they would go, "Are you okay?" Yeah, I'm fine. That's kind of how it was like. It was like that. So that's what for. I think during that I felt like I didn't have time to grieve. Yada yada. Okay, life goes on. Okay, this is my last one. Then I promise you we're gonna. Yeah, because this is a long time. Morning. So, real coming to Jesus. During all that now, I'm healed. I'm everything. I'm cool like that. Eventually gonna leave, kind of push my way back. I'm gonna come back, Jesus. I promise. I don't know when it's coming, but I'm coming back. Mind you, I'm just in the mindset of whatever, bro. Life goes on. This, that, and the third. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, cool. Well, my God's sister was in college. I went up there to go and spend time with her or whatever. That's my heart. That's my whole heart. She's like really the one who like really like set in my mind.
I believe I seen your post about her. Yeah.
Why do you like it?
I did like it. I did like the one you posted where like the one you said that she helped you hear Jesus's Jesus.
Oh my bad.
I did like it.
I didn't even look. A lot of people had liked it, so I was like, "Oh wait, I didn't even look." I'm sorry.
See,
my bad. So during that time, we had a deep convo. Mind you, I was supposed to be leaving. Me and her had the greatest deep convo. I have deep convos with everybody, so I like to. Anyway, like with you on the live, yeah, that was like I like things like that. That's how you like really get to know a person, like and everything. So we was having one, and she was asking me about the Lord, and I knew the answers, but I was like, wait a minute, why is she asking me? In my mind, I'm going, why are you asking me? I'm on my way to hell. That was a girl. Whew, came a long way. So she was asking me like, what happens after we pass? And I don't know how we got on the topic, but it was about like Jesus is about her career, this, and the third. I made the decision then, you know what? This is not about me. This is about somebody else. Somebody else. First of all, I'm the reason for her career choice. So I already feel very much responsible. But she was asking me about that, and I was going, I need to change. I went in the car. I said, you know what? I got to change. Really, it was for her, but I'm grateful that we had that talk because it was like a get up, like a wake up type of thing. So
he'll use anybody. Yeah.
Oh, he did. He did because with somebody, being with her, I realized now I get like when somebody's attached to you and your blessings, your obedience can be it could affect like her or like the person who's attached
your
to you.
Your disobedience can hinder. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I learned a lot about obedience today. I learned this is why it's actually in the Bible. I think in Deuteronomy, if I have that right. Right. Like a lot of what's going on in the world now is because of disobedience. Like it's like our ancestors were disobedient to God. And then whoever came after them disobedient. Then whoever came after them, then our grandparents and even our parents,
Right.
too. And then I learned today some of us has to be the generational curse breaker. One of us has to be the curse breaker. And I was going, wait, I do? like I went to church with my uncle today. So he's like my spiritual mentor. I go to him about anything I have. This man is probably the most educated person I know.
Love it.
So yeah, it was like disobedience causes all this, and I was like, it really is that deep.
I believe it.
Yeah, it's like that deep, and it's like, wow. So back to what I was talking about. Because of her now, and I was like, okay, cool. I want that whole like relationship with Christ. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
So me, I used to be a cusser. Ain't gonna lie to you. I would cuss anytime, almost any place, and I would cuss. I did not think cussing would fall off that easy, but it did. But it did.
I do that all the time. Like I tell you, I tried for like 3 or 4 years. I did it with my New Year's resolution every year. I was like, this year I'm gonna stop cussing. And so to the point where people are like, no, you're not. Like people like say that every year. And when I tell you, like so many people have told me, like, how did you stop cussing so easy? I'm like, literally, when you really surrender to God, all that stuff really just falls off. Like it really, really does.
It does. I know for me, what actually begun it is I couldn't get drunk no more after my grandmama died. I think I had maybe one party, one party where I really got drunk. Only because he said, "Here, try this." I was like, "What is this?"
Yeah.
Man, just drink it.
You didn't even know. Yeah.
Right. And I said, "Okay, cool."
Just going with the flow. Yeah.
Girl, I came home cussing somebody out and nobody was at my house. I don't even live with nobody else. That's the whole joke. So I was in there.
Yeah, you were lit.
Oh yeah, I did. I had fun. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what happened. I drove myself home. I know that much. I lost the whole backdrop, like the pole. I lost that in a coat because of that night.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a night. I almost went to sleep on the bathroom floor because, of course, I went in there and what I do.
Yeah.
Throw up. So yeah, it began with that, and then I was like, I'm not about to sit here and just keep drinking alcohol to try to get drunk, and it don't work. I'm good on that. So the rest of that kind of that was the first to go. Then cussing went to go, and then like as I got older, I realized other sins is like, oh, I can't do this. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, that was a sin this whole time. Oh, let me change this, that, and the third. So I tell people now, if you like have a relationship with Christ, focus on that. Focus on the relationship first. Don't focus so much on like your sin. Because you focus on your sin, then it's like you're gonna try to change one sin, not realizing there's like 150 more thousand sins that happen.
And like you're gonna try to do it, but you can't do it by yourself. Like you have to, you really can't. It's impossible for us to conquer it alone. So the most important thing is to really just focus on your relationship, like you said, and then you'll have His help to be able to conquer it because we can't do it by ourselves. That's why I feel like so many people fall into like the loop of like trying to stop sinning, then they sin, and then they fall into shame, and then they don't want to pray, and then it's like a constant loop. Yeah.
Yeah. For those who want it, that's what I say. For those who want it, because there are some I know who want it, and then like do the complete opposite. They celebrate in sin. Like I literally had an argument with my friend one time. Was it my friend? Yeah, I think it was him. I had an argument about, I don't know how we got into it, but it wasn't like a real argument, but it was an argument. I was telling him how he can't just read the Bible and then not be a doer.
Not apply it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So I don't know why I came for him. I really don't, but I did. But he was in a sense justifying his sin or whatever. He was like justifying, and I was just going, bro. So that's what you think? And then I realized some people just can't be helped. Some people, I can't help everybody.
Some people you really have to turn them into the hands of Christ. You really do.
At that point,
let Him do it. Yeah.
At that point, I had to learn that very quickly. Like yeah. Sometimes you can really tell by like how a person you can really tell how somebody is just by listening to, like, yeah,
they'll tell on themselves. Yeah,
listen to them. Like, dude.
And I don't think the conversation is in null and void though. I think you still were called to do that because you planted a seed, whether it took root right then or not. He may look back and be like, "Dang, Waddell was trying to tell me that." Like, I appreciate him trying to tell me that.
I hope it's working. No,
it's a minute. It takes a minute.
Listen. That's the reason I do the show too, because it's like, well, shoot, I feel good. Like, I don't have any trauma, beef, animosity towards that. I can be nice every day. I really can. I know what you think. That's impossible. Ain't no way that you can be nice every day. I promise. I am. Sometimes it's harder than some days, but it's like, yeah. It takes time. I say that like, I wouldn't be where I am now if I didn't go through things. Oh yeah. Like, I tell anybody, like 25, 26, they're about the worst ages ever. I'm sorry. It's the worst ages. Those are like growth ages, man. Those are like, you grow in them ages. That's like, yeah. It's like, bruh, what is going on here? But once you hit like 27, 28, oh, you good. That's it.
Like, oh, it's good. Okay, well, you give me hope.
Oh yeah,
you give me hope.
That's right. Right.
You give me hope.
Let's see, and you're a little more like strong-minded too. So you have comments. I can tell. That's why I followed you, because I was like, this girl got common sense. Somewhere, this girl, TikTok has made me has kind of like made me see that there are people out there with common sense. There are people out there with Christian values. I don't know how I don't even know how you came about. I ain't gonna lie. I probably just kept scrolling. I was going,
what do you mean? Oh, you're like on TikTok, yeah.
I was like, okay, cool. Oh, she's cute. Or okay, let's see what she's talking about. Something. Oh, bet. I'll follow. Next time I see common sense.
Common sense is taking me out completely. No, I mean, I strive to, honestly, God, glory to God. Like, I really feel like I'm a very rational person. So
Uh-huh.
it's like, I kind of, sometimes it's my downfall, sometimes it's a strength, but I feel like I'm very logical. And I feel like I'm a lot more logical than a lot of women. You know, they like to say women are very emotional. I don't really try to strive on that. If anything, I try to really keep my emotions in check as much as I can and be like and think you know what I mean, like think logically. Even when I study the Bible, it's like a lot of the things we struggle with or
Mm-hmm.
we have hard times obeying God with is it makes sense logically when you think about it. Like, don't drink. Drinking is literally bad for you, even in physically. Like, you will die of cirrhosis. Like, my grandfather passed away from cirrhosis of the liver. Like, you literally can die with drinking too much. Like, even don't have sex before marriage. You literally, lust is so unhealthy for relationships. Like, look at our world. Look at our society. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, yeah, like, don't cuss. Don't watch what you say. Like, your tongue is life between life and death. Literally, what you say to people can literally affect them for years. Like, I'm literally reading a book now called Zip It, and it's like she talks about how something her teacher told her in grade school literally caused her to be insecure in her adulthood. Like, that is literally like everything that we are literally taught in the Bible. Even though some things, most things, are above our understanding as humans, a
Mm-hmm.
lot of it is like logical too. And I think like it's hard not to have common sense as a believer of Christ. Just a little bit, just a little bit
In the world too. Now,
in
speaking
the
of
world too.
that, I'm just saying, like, you see the way people drive, like the way people
Yeah,
drive,
yeah, yeah.
irritates me. Oh my gosh. So back to what you said about your. Okay, so let me ask you this. I don't know about how you think, but well, me personally, let me get to it first. Are you one of the, okay? So you said the book said like how the teacher said something, and now she's like insecure as an adult.
She's like
Okay,
insecure. She's get the fire insecurities. Yeah.
yeah, okay. Are you one of them that's like? Do you feel like childhood trauma and mess actually affects your adulthood? Like if you, oh, how do I say it? Okay, let me explain it in a sense. Like for me, I feel like whatever happened in somebody's childhood or whatever happened trauma wise, I don't feel like you should keep holding on to it. I feel like you should.
I don't think no, you're not. What I would say is it's not something you should keep holding on to, but I feel like we will be like it's not realistic for us to not say it will affect you if you because unconsciously a lot of people don't realize they're holding on to it sometimes, right? Like sometimes it takes people talking it out with people for them to realize, hey, I'm actually holding on to things I grew up on. Like say for instance, they were in a household with a dad that wasn't really there for them and absent fathers. Now their relationship with men is kind of like skewed, but they don't know that that's what's affecting it until they deep dive and understand like why am I only looking at men for this? Why am I treating men like you know what I mean? Like why am I so I feel like it's not something you're supposed to hold on to, but I think it does affect them. It is your job though to unlearn that and to fix like to heal from it. It is your job. But I do think grace should be given because grace is given to us. So grace should be given to others that like, you're going through that in your childhood. Doesn't make you a bad person. However, you are responsible for healing yourself. You know what I mean?
Thank you. Somebody said it. Like unlearn it, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you definitely are responsible for unlearning. Like even me, for instance, like I had to realize even just this year,
Uh-huh.
I realized, like I said, like how hyper independent I am because my childhood like wasn't as privileged as other people could have been. Like, so I did a lot of things myself. Like I did my own college applications. I got to learn and navigate that all of myself. I'm like the first college grad in my whole entire family. Like literally, like I had to do all that by myself. So it's like I'm so hyper independent. So when a man is trying to come into my life and he's trying to like do things, I have a hard time like I can help, I can help, I can help, I can help. And it's like sometimes some men don't like that. Like I got it. Like I don't need your help. And it's like you have to learn how to take this back seat. And I didn't realize that until now. I'm like, why am I like that? But it's like, oh, I've had to do that for my whole life. So it's kind of been a survival thing that I've adapted. So it's kind of, now it's my job to kind of like unlearn and realize you can depend on people. It's not just you have to do everything by yourself. You know what I mean?
Was that by choice? Was that by choice or more so by? Like becoming hyper independent. Because I've heard the same.
No, it wasn't by choice.
Okay.
Like I'm the youngest of 5, so I like was the baby. Yeah, I'm the baby. So as a baby, people think you get a lot of attention, but a lot of times, by the time the parents get to you, they're not sticking with the same standards, and they're not as on top of you as they were your older siblings. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you kind of get a little bit more slack. So you don't really they're older, they're not really paying attention to you that much. So like for me, I was like, my parents were older, so like they weren't as active in my schooling and stuff like that as my brothers. By the grace of God, I was like the smartest kid out of my whole family. But like I put that responsibility on myself to be that way. You know what I mean? So I feel like as far as like applying to school, they wanted me to play basketball. So I chose to do the schooling. So with that decision, it was kind of like, okay, if you're choosing that, you got to do it. You know what I mean? Like that's not what we wanted you to do, so you got to do it. You know what I mean? So I kind of had to do that for myself. So it was, I wouldn't say by choice. Like I would, of course, wanted help, but I knew it had to get done. And so if somebody's going to help me, I got to do it by myself.
Oh, so I don't know. This is kind of like a random deep question now, but
no, you're fine.
So okay, so what's the age gap between the knee baby and like you?
We're all 2 years apart, so
okay.
Well, 3, 2, yeah.
Oh, I don't think that's too far. I don't think that's too.
They just like by the time I was like when I was in graduating high school, my brothers had already graduated 2 years before me.
Oh.
So even with us, it was my older brother, the one right above me, and me. We kind of like they weren't as strict on us.
Okay.
But like my older sister, yeah, they weren't like strict on us. But I feel like that's what happens. Like they get lesser as it goes down the line. They're like less involved, I would say.
My mom is more involved.
Really, as the baby?
I'm not a baby. I'm the oldest. I'm the oldest of 4. But mind you, my parents are divorced too. So my stepdad has 4 boys too. I'm older than one of them. So that's like 4 extra people.
Right.
Me, my sister, brother, and then I have another brother from my dad. So that's like
8, yeah.
8. I feel like I'm missing somebody. I'm not. I was counting the dogs. I was counting the dogs too. That's why. So that's like low key, like
that's like.
Yeah, exactly. But mind you, I was born an only child, so I realized that and I don't care if they come at me because that's why it's called the Waddy talk. But my mom is more involved with us now, like as adults. I think my mom is actually attached to her kids. I told her that. Yeah, I was like, "Are you attached to your kid?" I think she always wanted to be a mom. That's the thing. She was like, she was like, I was like, "Did you ever want to open your daycare? Are you sure you want a kid?" She was like, she would practice with baby dolls, and she wanted to be a mom.
Oh yeah, no. See, yeah, my mom became a mom at 19, and she never really wanted kids that soon. Uh-huh. So for her, it wasn't really like she did a darn good job, but. I feel like when it was time for us to be grown, she took her opportunity to go do what she didn't get to do 100%. She was traveling, she was doing all that type of stuff. So it's like when I was in college, she was traveling. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
yeah, she was gone.
Kind of do, but I don't. No.
What?
I was gonna ask so in college you had a good support system, of course, and
I had a decent support system. Even now that I'm an adult and now that I'm thinking about having my own children, I want my children to be able to go to college and not have to worry about working. Yeah. That wasn't my luxury. You know what I mean? Like I had a job, I had a business. Like I had to make funds meet, but I also had a full ride scholarship. So I wasn't like, oh, just to pay for schooling. No. I had a full ride scholarship, but it was just to do the necessities. But they did the best they could. I think it was 5 kids on a 1 salary. My mom was a stay-at-home mom. So 5 kids on 1 salary. I think they did a darn good job. But I think like I said, she was 19 when she had her first kid. You're a kid. You don't really know what you're doing.
Right.
So and she wasn't prepared either. You know what I mean? You weren't prepared for anything. So I think that's what I'm saying. Like even with that, even though that might have affected my childhood, you're able to give grace to your parents. Like, oh, she was young. It wasn't her fault that things like that it wasn't perfect, and then that and helps you give grace, like for your childhood, so you can move on. Like now, I feel like I can move on knowing, hey, that affected me. I'm very hyper independent because of that, but it doesn't define my future. Like I don't have to continue being that way in my future. Like that, you can depend on people, and I think like that, like you have to be able to give yourself grace because. And I'm working on giving other people grace because I run into a lot of people, guys dating, whatever.
Yeah.
And you can see the trauma on them. Like it's just now they have anger issues. They may not felt like they weren't heard, so they scream, they yell because they weren't heard in their childhood. You know what I mean? Like it's just like a lot of things you can embody because of your childhood traumas. But because I'm able to see my stuff now, I'm able to give grace to those that I see. Like, hey, I'm able to recognize that you is something deeper. But it doesn't mean you have to stay. They still are required to heal themselves, but you just can give grace so that you don't take it personally.
See, at least you learn. At least in yours, you took like precautions and everything to heal from it and unlearn.
Oh no, this just happened. This just happened. I'm not perfect. This actually just happened after a breakup. I'm like, dang, why do I have a problem letting a man just take responsibility? Because basically the situation was. Being like solely leaving him to be a provider. I felt uncomfortable with that. I just felt uncomfortable with that because I feel like I've always been like, I don't know, the way I think about a man's role is like, don't get me wrong, a woman's role is very, very vital. Bringing the children into the world, being a nurturer is very, very important. However, that's not going to leave you without shelter, without food. You know what I mean? Being the provider is a very important role. You know what I mean? And I feel like you're going to always need money. Some people never have kids, but everybody needs money. There's a provider in every single person. You know what I mean? So, like, that is just such a big role. And so when that was, like, proposed to me to give up that, my, autonomy on making my own money, like, that showed me, like, hey, I have a problem letting that go because of my childhood. So, everything is interlinked. But, yeah, I feel like that was just, like, that showed me, I'm like, dang. Why am I so hyper independent? Like, why do I have a problem letting things? Because you would think somebody would be like, oh, yeah, let it be. But, like, I think I just love security. So, lack of security scares me a little bit. Just because of my childhood.
You say you like. You say you
security. Like, security.
You like it or you like it?
Yeah. I like it. Like, I like it. So, that scares me. Yeah. Like that, I think that's bad. I think it might be bad, but I'm working on it.
Lack of security. So that would be like, that is, a man is supposed to be security. That's supposed to,
you said what?
I said a man is supposed to be security, right? That's what I
mean, but I guess the situation was like, the situation was not me not having no career and signing up for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, see. Oh yeah, no.
You know what I mean? No. Like, am I crazy?
No, no. Because you weren't ready. That's why. So you wasn't ready for that. Like some people, I just said it like a couple hours ago. On the phone. On how some people say like, okay, cool, but like by the time I'm 25, I'm gonna have kids and this, that, and the third, and yada yada yada. I'm 28. I ain't ready for that. First of all, I don't even want to have kids here because I'm not going to be here with kids. No, bro. Second of all, I'm not in a position yet. Second, am I ready for that commitment? I mean, think about it. I'm sacrificing my naps. I'm sacrificing travel. Like, that's my life. That's my life. If I do that. So, and let alone everybody.
It definitely doesn't matter of not being ready. Yeah, that's a lie.
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole thing. So it's like, you never know what life is going to.
I also don't know if I'd ever be ready for that. I'll be honest. Like, now that I'm an adult, I think I like working. I think some women just like working, and I think of course you can make adjustments to be home when the kids are young and do that. Yeah. But once the kids are in school, I think you can go back to work. So I just know. Yeah.
I think my problem is, See, okay, so like you travel a lot. I said, seen that. I said,
Right.
God, please, this girl go everywhere. Must be nice. Nice. Good for you. That's what I'm trying to be. Which I do travel a lot or whatever. Ever. Matter of fact, this summer ain't been working out the way I wanted to, but I have faith. Like I said, I want these 2 trips to work out, and I'll be cool. My faith has actually been real boosted. We'll get back on that point. But anyway, yeah, that's a whole sacrifice. That's like, I really gotta like pause that. I gotta pause. Am I necessarily ready for that? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna ever be ready to, because first of all, I work with
I don't think
kids.
you're ready for kids. I don't think you're ever ready for kids. I think it's just a moment of like you find your partner and it's just like you guys both just go for it. You both aren't ready, but you guys do it together. I don't think the only thing I think you should have ready for children is a good relationship and like stable income. Because everything else, your mental and all that stuff, I think that's on the job training. I really think you kind of learn it. You know what I mean? I think you nobody ever signs up and be like, I just want to sacrifice my life for a person. Nobody does.
So my mom,
Like,
so
your mom's the exception.
my mom was actually prepared to have kids. So fun fact about my mom. This is how I know. This is how I know. This is how I'm supposed to be here. This is why I'm supposed to be here. Like Christian. This is how I knew, like, oh, the Lord definitely has work. And now I see my eyes are very much open. I'm very much aware. My mom could not have kids for a good little bit. Or whatever.
Wow.
So she calls me. You gonna laugh? It's gonna sound sad when I tell you this. My mom calls me the miracle child. My dad, because I got in an argument with my sister one time, a heated one. He called me the test dummy child because I'm the oldest, and he was like, "You're the test dummy. You're the one. You're the one where
try everything out on." Yeah,
exactly. But mind you, when my brother came, I was like 1, so it's like you kind of
you didn't really have time.
And like he kind of said that just because of whatever arrogance. I was like, okay, cool, that's fine. I took it as a compliment. But my mom, she calls me the miracle child, which now thinking about that now, I kind of get now. But she couldn't have kids for a good a little bit, and I just learned I'm a tube baby, basically. I'm basically a test. I basically was the test to see if my mom could get pregnant. So,
wow.
So my dad had to do whatever, that part. And then the doctor had to prick her egg, I guess, like,
wake it up. Vitro. Yeah. In vitro. Like they actually go in and put it and do it, yeah.
Yeah, So she was all like, the doctor said, let's just see if this works. Let's just see if you can get pregnant or whatever and go from there. Here I am.
So you were playing thoroughly.
Yeah, evidently. I was like, then it clicked like, wait a minute, I'm a test baby. I'm really supposed to be here. Because mind you, that could have went a whole another way. And then I wouldn't be here. It was like, oh. I got humbled very quickly, like, oh, I see now. Like, once you realize who you are in Christ, then it kind of like, oh, you does. I can't just I don't know. I don't know about you, but now like I realize I can't just do what I want. Now I have
no, you have a purpose. You're here for a reason.
Exactly. And I think I'm also
I just made the cut. I just made the cutoff. I just made the cutoff. My dad and then actually like they had the vasectomy after me. They were like they're done. I'm like I just made the cutoff.
Oh wow. See. Yeah. Okay, so you supposed to be here too.
Yeah, I just made the cutoff. They say first she is done. Yeah.
Yeah. See. Mom was like, let's just see if this works. If you get pregnant, okay, cool. Here I am. Damn. So, and I think the baby. And I think the baby.
And look what you're doing, though. Look what you're doing. You're spreading the gospel. That's what you're supposed to be doing.
Oh, trust me, it took time and it took Zan because if it wasn't for her, I don't think I'd be selfish. I'd be more so like more about myself. Like, man, I ain't worried about nobody else. Yada yada yada. This and the third. there. So it took like some things to really wake me up, open my eyes. I also want to work in production, so I definitely saw things like that, and it was like once you see like behind the scenes things, it's kind of like, oh, this is more. Everything is spiritual. I don't know about you, but I believe everything is like
It's
spirit. Everything. Like I won't go certain
everything.
places. I won't hang around certain people. Now, now I won't hang around certain people. Well, even then, but it was like I was kind of looking at hoodlums and people like that because that's what most of women of today like. They don't care for nice, so care for educated, nice guys and things like that.
That's true. Unfortunately, that's true.
See, what was it? Yeah, it was like it was like that. So anyway, all these things I saw and was aware is like, yeah, I can't just do anything, which is what I'm trying to tell the people now. Like, y'all can't just do anything and think it's okay.
You can't just do what you want to do. You were bought with a price. You were bought with a price, and I think like it's like sometimes I really get caught up in schoolwork, and I get caught up in like building a future for myself and working. But at the same time, if you can't turn it back around and see how it'll help affect the kingdom, like if you can't spread the gospel at your job, if you can't do whatever you're doing and still be able to touch people's lives in a way that magnifies the Lord, I don't really think there's any purpose in it. And I think a lot of us get caught up in that because we think we are our own. You know what I mean? Like we think we are our own people to be able to do what we want to do, but you really do have to constantly think like you cannot just do what you want to do. Everything needs to be edified, checked, orchestrated by the Lord, or you're gonna be out of alignment, and that's a dangerous place to be. If you're out of alignment, you're out of the will of God. That's a dangerous spot to be, and I've been there many times, so I can say that. And it's like you'll find yourself in loops, and it's so sad. Like I feel like there's a lot of battles we don't have to fight, but we pick it up because we're out of line. Like we're out of alignment.
Yeah, if we just obey, just be good.
Yeah.
That
Literally, it sounds easy, but like okay, so how you feel about sometimes where you feel like you don't know if you're being called to do this thing or that thing? Like which one's the obedience part? Is it reaching out to that person that is on your mind, or is that you being tempted by the enemy? How do you decipher that? Because I literally had a friend reach out to me and she was like, this person's on my mind and I don't know if I'm being obedient by reaching out or if I am being obedient by sticking to my guns. You know what I mean?
Okay, so it's about like praying. It's about like praying. Like, okay, so like when I pray, sometimes, which by the way, I've been praying about you too. So,
oh, thank you.
You're welcome. It's like if I'm kind of like I feel bad if I don't call somebody's name. Like sometimes I might be praying and what happened?
The enemy. Look at the enemy.
See, exactly. Like sometimes I'll pray and then like I'll say, Lord, keep and protect. Like I might say my mom. Oh, keep and protect this person and that person, and somebody else will keep coming to my mind or whatever. So I learned if they come to your mind, pray about it. So in a sense, I feel like that's the same thing too. If somebody's on your mind, text them, and then or just reach out to them. It doesn't have to be nothing. I don't know in like what sense, such as like I don't know if they've done something to them or if there's like I need to apologize to somebody.
The relationship keeps ending, but it's like you don't know the God is in their relationship, but the person's on your mind. So how would you decide? That's what I'm saying. Like so many situations like that happen. It's like I think that's how people get caught in like not being obedient because you don't know God's voice for real. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So let's see.
You don't know if he's leading you this way or that way. So, but I do agree with you. The best thing is to pray and like whatever you like. If you get a sense of peace after it,
yeah.
That you know what I mean. If you get a sense of peace after, then obviously. Then that wasn't, you were just supposed to pray for that person. But if you still are bothered by it after prayer, then I think maybe you should reach out.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my take.
Yeah, and like you said, I don't know about a relationship. I know for me, I think I reached out to a couple situations, but mind you, I have peace in mind, so I can look at them.
But exactly, so that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah. So one was supposed to be. One was supposed to be a model again. Basically, her dude said no because she told him like who I was. I was like, no, you're not supposed to. No, it was like that. So it was like, well, we won't do that again. But yeah. And if somebody's on your mind, I say, yeah, pray or reach out to them. I know I would say I have a lot of people on my mind. Sometimes it's the same people. I don't want to be annoying. So I'll be like,
Never annoying when you're talking on somebody.
Well, yeah, that's like if I message you and then like, hey, it was thinking about you, mind you, it'd be like, it was like, I don't want to be annoying. I feel like that's my personality is bright. So
yeah, look at it like that. You're in the will of God. If you have somebody on your heart, he's telling you to reach out. You're being his feet, his hands and his feet. That's how you gotta look at it.
Now you put it that way. You put it that way. Which I don't bother too many people. Like I know my God's sister, I'll text her every day if I could. Every day if I could text her. Like I said, I don't want to be annoying. My personality is bright. So it's like, hey, everybody must be excited and happy. And then mind you, they going through things. And I'm like, okay, but let me help you. How can I help you? This, that, and then third. And then I had to realize too, if I'm not that person for somebody, well, I'll pray. I'll pray for you. This, that, and then third.
Oh, perfect. That's true.
Sure. I think my thing is more so joy, because now it's like, now I have more joy than ever. Like, even in the midst of like this setback I'm in now because I told you the truck had messed up, transmission had went out, but there was good that came out of it. I actually heard the Lord. It was a feeling. I didn't hear his voice, but it was kind of like I heard him. And that's what because of it, to make it short, that's what kind of led me to pray in the middle of the night. Like, set an alarm for 3 a.m., which that ain't gonna happen at night. But yeah, set an alarm, pray like.
Why ain't gonna happen tonight? You can set your prayer for 3. Your prayer for 3:45.
I already did. 3:45. I already did. See, because I knew this conversation was gonna go continually. So I said, okay, and let me see how long we go, because both of us are yappers. That's what I like about that. I was like, finally, somebody that can yap just like me. So see, I considered you too. I was like, okay, well, let me give her some time too. That could be the will of the Lord, because you might say something, and I might say something, and then it might, sit with us. So I was like, okay. I was like, okay, cool. I ain't worried about the time. Shoot, I'm a night owl anyway. So unless I gotta go to work, which now I take like melatonin now because my brain's always active too. So it's like it's always things, especially like when you go to bed. Oh man, it's annoying, bro. Like
when you start, I have a problem with that. I fall asleep immediately.
Oh yeah, must be nice. Must be nice because you don't go through like sleep paralysis or nothing like that. And
back in college, back in high school, but I don't never since.
Yeah, must be great. Must be nice. Mine is very much.
I actually had it. Crazy enough, I had sleep paralysis. I believe the day before my cousin. I woke up the next morning or in the middle of the night. That night, and my cousin got shot, passed away. Crazy. That was the same night I had sleep paralysis.
Sorry about that.
That was a very dark time. But I feel like that was such a weird coincidence. It was weird. It was almost like, I don't know, it was just weird energy that day. Sleep paralysis, then you wake up and your cousin's passed away. That's crazy. Ooh. But yeah, that was the same night. You said what?
Sorry about that.
No, I appreciate that. Yeah, no, it happens. Gun violence is terrible in the young community. That's why we need more Jesus. We need Jesus.
Oh yeah. I lost 2 cousins. That got shot.
We Jesus.
I lost 3.
It was actually a girl.
What now? A girl?
It was a girl. Yeah, you would think it was a boy, but no, it was a girl.
Oh, you know what's wild? Because I'm sorry. Go ahead first. You first.
No, you're good.
Okay.
I wasn't going to say anything. You're good.
Oh, okay. So go figure, because of gun violence, that's another thing that kind of brought me to Jesus too. Because I had a friend who. No, I'm not going to say that. Bad. I had a friend who was on my mind. I'll say that. I had a friend who was on my mind, but I hadn't seen her since college. I think. Did she graduate first or did I? I forgot. But anyway, she was on my mind, right? Right? She was a pretty girl or whatever. And I thought about her, so I went to her on Instagram, and I had realized she hadn't posted in a while. Or whatever. So I went to the tag, on Instagram. Kind of found out the girl had got killed like a couple months prior.
Wow.
To that.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's just, yeah.
Yeah. It was like a, oh my goodness, I thought about her. And next thing I know, she was gone for I think 6 months at that point. And I didn't know. No, and I was going, but here's the thing that kind of really bothered me a little bit about her. Was, I don't know about you, but I went to college with a bunch of dorks. So they was into anime and
anime.
Dragon. Do you?
Yeah.
You be watching anime, girl?
I do.
You a nerd too?
Yeah, so. No, I got introduced to anime. I used to think it was weird, and I got introduced to it by my first boyfriend. I liked it ever since.
Oh, I would not have guessed that about you.
Yeah, nobody does. They're like, that's weird. I'm like, no, it's actually some of them. Don't get me wrong. Some animes are weird, but someone's like I'm currently watching Naruto right now because I never watched that one. I watched Attack on Titan. I watched Demon Hunter. Or no, yeah, is it Demon Hunter? Demon Slayer. I think something like that.
Sure.
I watched Hunter x Hunter. You don't watch anime?
Girl, the closest thing I watched to anime was don't laugh. Bakugan and Teen Titans. The original Teen Titans.
Oh please, no, bye. That's not anime.
What's an anime to watch then? How about that? You give me one and I'm gonna watch it.
Naruto. It's on Netflix. It's easily accessible.
Hold on now. Hold on now. Naruto done been on for what? About
it's done now. It's done now. It's 300 episodes. Something crazy like that. 500 episodes. Something like that.
How many seasons is it? Ain't no way you finna have me.
No, it's a good. I'm still watching it. I started it months ago. But you just gotta watch it. But okay, no, if you want to finish one, Attack on Titan. That's what got me into anime. So I gotta put that on to anybody. That's what got me into it.
If I watch these, I'm gonna be asking you a lot of questions about it. I'm gonna be asking you a lot of questions.
It's a real good show. I would not recommend it. If it wasn't good, it was good.
I don't watch. Okay, see, I watch cartoons, so
But people say it's demonic. So how do we feel about that?
Television and movies, or is music and anime? Anything could be demonic.
I look into that because people be saying it's demonic. So I slowed down watching it because I'm saying it's demonic.
I feel like if they're not disrespecting Christ, then I think it's okay.
No, they're not. That's why I'm like.
Yeah, I feel see, that's the reason I quit watching Family Guy, because they were disrespect. They were cool with the Joe. South Park is worse. The Simpsons was a little okay, that's fine. Family Guy was disrespecting Christ. I didn't like that. So I kind of was they would make jokes about religion or this and the third, or they had a scene where they were praying for something I forgot, and they were like, crap, it didn't work, or something. I was going, I don't think you need to watch this. They literally had a whole episode about, what was it? God made the Patriots or somebody lose or something like that. So they like went to go find God and tell him quit messing with the picture. I was going, I don't think I need to watch this no more. No more. Like there was certain things I don't think I need to watch anymore.
Right, yeah.
So Attack on Titans and Naruto. Okay, I'm gonna give it a try.
I know.
I'm gonna be asking you a lot of questions though. So expect a lot of questions. I'm gonna be confused. My friend had me watching.
You ain't even watched it yet. You might be very like, oh, I understand.
Okay, I gotta find time.
Yeah, okay. Definitely ask questions. If you are confused, you can definitely ask questions.
I think I will. I'm gonna try it. Attack on. Which one should I do first? Naruto.
Don't watch it. Oh yeah, watch Attack on Titan first. For sure.
Netflix.
Hulu maybe.
Oh, okay. Cool. Okay, I got.
I believe Hulu. Yeah.
Okay, I got that. Because I'm a professor. That's wild. They take you to watch. It takes you for me to watch anime. Because I'm
it's my ex-boyfriend for me to watch. I would never watch it if my boyfriend didn't want to watch it.
Everything I watch, real. Everybody I watch, real. Like I watch Shrek. I like Shrek, so I think that's
you like Shrek? That's not real.
Not anime. Not anime. I'm sorry. Real cartoons.
So you watch cartoons? Okay.
Yeah, sure. But everybody I watch is canceled. So it's like kind of like they talk like I don't watch new cartoons. I don't watch anything new. Everybody I watch is from my childhood. Good.
No, I agree. I'll always watch all those stuff too. Yeah.
Yeah, see? So it's like that. Like anything I watch, like I watch Gullah Island. So that's like
I watch Gullah. I used to love Gullah when I was young, yeah.
So go figure. I just like met them like this month actually. Earlier this month. Because I want to work in television. So people from that time are a little easier to meet than people like somebody like big. So he was doing I like to learn about them as far as like where they came from and this, that, and the third, and how did you get here, and then what are you doing now, and all of that. So I met him. He had a show in Charleston. So my mom lives in Charleston after my parents got separated and divorced. So I went, ooh, I'm gonna go and see him. I've always wanted to meet him. Matter of fact, it was on my vision board too. So I said, cool. So he was doing like a Gullah Geechee like program or whatever. So I said, bet I'm about to go and I bought the ticket and I said, cool, I'm about to go. I was like 4 years old. I said I wasn't like shocked. I was just like, oh no, this is real. And then his wife came, Natalie. She came like towards the end. Well, she came after the show, but she came for the second show. I literally was like, I was in there. I was lit. I ain't gonna lie, I was lit. There's been a couple of them I'm lit. Huh?
I said I'm crying. That's funny.
Don't worry, I got more. I got more like that. Like that. But anyway, back to the point. So like I said, I went to college with like a bunch of nerds, dorks, or whatever.
Nerds, yeah.
Cool. Okay, so this girl in particular, I remember I was hanging around them the same day that we met Muhammad Ali's ex-wife. Go figure. That's the same day. She came to the college or whatever, and then we was doing something in the photo room. I went to college for interactive media, so that's like graphic design, photography, filmmaking, yada yada yada. This, that, and the third. Okay, cool. So I remember. I don't know how we got to it. I think she sneezed or something, and somebody said "bless you," and she didn't like it. She didn't like it. She said, "My mom says bless you" to me, and I just laughed. I laughed at it. Or I think she said it was something in the realm of that. I don't even know. I feel like she said I don't believe in them or something like that. Like when my mom says, "Bless you," I laugh. I went, and mind you, this was 2019. She died 2023, four, or something like that. And yeah, and I went. You kind of think about things like that, and none of us have a heaven or hell to place anybody. All I said, yeah, all I said is, Lord, I hope she got it right. Oh my goodness, because I remember that, and I was going, well, she said it so freely, like it was okay. Like I was going, Lord, I hope she got it. Please tell me she got it
right.
Got it
That's
right.
sad. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's like how are people okay with it? How are people so like okay with like?
I don't know. Even Kanye's and I'm telling you, they just don't know. They just don't know. Like you can't. Kanye's what?
He's just lost. They're lost.
Honestly, no. Even being at his concert and I like just watching him, I'm like, he looks like he's a demon possessed. Like he looks ill, like mentally ill. He genuinely does.
I just seen. I just seen a couple of Kanye interviews, and I went, something is. I should not be laughing at. Honestly, I should be praying about him because, like,
praying for him. Yes, he needs prayer.
Yeah, because when he told Trump like the hat had made him feel like Superman, I was going, nigga, no, bro.
Yeah,
bro, no. And then it was an interview. Huh?
Tonight showed me like the boy, like he genuinely, yeah. You can see mental illness on people.
Oh yeah, I know, and you can hear it too. I don't know about you, but with certain type of music, I won't like listen to certain kind of music.
Yeah, it'll make me depressed. I tell people all the time, I love Broadway, sweet guy, I'm sure, but his music it puts me in a depressive state. I don't want to listen to that. Yeah, I genuinely believe he made it. So when your spirits jump, so if you were the person who made that song, I'm gonna.
No. Exactly. So cool. So you one of those who believe like spirits are like in like music and television too? See?
Yeah. That's why they say guard your ears, you gotta guard your eyes. But I feel like for instance, when I was younger, I used to love horror movies, like Insidious. Now I cannot watch that. I cannot watch that stuff no more because there's different levels of scary movies for me now. Like now, the scary movies I can watch are like not things that involve demons. It might just be a little bit like, you know what I mean, like a little like psycho neighbor or something like that, something crazy like that. But like when it really possessions and stuff, I can't watch that type of stuff. Or like I watched one movie where it was called Heretic. It was called Heretic.
Yeah.
And he literally, it was like a bunch of Mormon girls coming in his house praying for him, and he locked them in the house and was torturing them and doing all type of demonic things to them. And at the end of the movie, the girls literally denounced Jesus, like they denounced Christ, and they were like, "We know prayer really doesn't work, but we just do it for comfort." And then they died.
Doesn't?
The girls died. So it was just like, it was like y'all put that in a movie. Y'all literally did that to mock Jesus. Like, you know what I mean? Like that stuff is real. Those people know what they're doing. Those filmmakers and directors know what they're doing.
See, now that makes me question like the people who own the movie, like the studio. That makes me question it. Like you thought.
No, but even you need people in the studios that are Christ people, because otherwise, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be overpowered. Yeah.
Right. I'm saying like they probably didn't. They probably thought that was okay. Let's put this out. Like nobody said no. Cut this part out. Nobody said that. Oh man.
I mean, no. They probably were all on the same page.
That's insane. Okay.
A lot of people don't think it's that deep. But it is. Like we said, everything is spiritual. Some people will tell you no, it's not.
Oh no, everything is. Everything is. They can look at me like I'm crazy, or they can be quiet like, oh, okay, cool. Like, no, it is like that deep. Like, I don't think they quite get it. Like I learned a lot from my uncle today. He asked me to come to church with him or whatever, and they invited me with welcome arms, everything. Like, it was kind of an awful church or whatever, but they were very nice to me. I was probably maybe the third youngest in there. They all call me by my own nickname or whatever, and he had me introduce him. They had me introduce him or whatever. I got prophesied to twice. Actually. One was on confirmation. One was on my speech because I don't know if you heard it or not, but I stutter. So I don't know if you heard that. If you didn't, good job.
You said you stutter?
I don't know if you.
Oh, wait, is that like a? Is that like a No, you can't hear a lot. Is that like a because you lost your voice?
No, I was doing this like before. What? Girl, I was doing this like second grade. After first grade, girl, I'm going on 21 years.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't do it when we were on live. You tired? I'm sorry,
guys. It's like 3 a.m. Just so y'all know, they might be gonna see me young, like, oh, she's tired. No, it's late, guys.
Yeah, I've been doing this like 21 years. I didn't do it on the live at all. Or you didn't really hear it?
I don't remember.
I feel like I did. Yeah, 21 years I've been doing it. So it's like a family thing. I think it's somewhere on my dad's side. They had a couple of them there. But
what do you think helps best? Like, is this podcast helping with public speaking? Like speaking, like, and is that helping, or are you just there's no helping it?
You would think after 21 years it gets
21 years. You don't know.
It's better. Let's see. What helps me with it? More so like I don't have to think about what I want to say. That's probably one thing. Like you would think it would happen when I'm talking to, go figure, a pretty girl, right?
True.
It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen then. It happens probably more so. I don't know, because I barely do it at work too. I'm trying to think where it would happen more so at. I can't think. But what probably helps is just I don't think about what I want to say. Like,
just don't think about what you want to say.
Yeah, like if I'm yapping, it just goes on and on and on and on and on and on.
True.
Because it's like this. Because it's like the brain is like processing faster than my mouth. So it's going, like I said, my brain is like active. And then like, it takes time. It's like, my mouth is like, hold on, bro. I can't like process it. So I think that's when you get the chopped up couple words thing. So it's like, oh, cool. So
yeah.
Plus I have
amazing.
Plus I have a lot of confidence in myself anyway. So it's like I don't personally care. Like me, like in like school, yeah, they was like laughing at me, yada yada yada, this, that, and third. Okay, that's fine.
Right.
Fine. I just got to a point. Laugh with them. Laugh with them.
Right.
Yourself. Do that. Oh, I was never bullied or nothing like that, but they would do it, and I'd be like, "Shut up, bro." They used to popcorn me to read, and I knew I didn't want to. I was like, "Where will you do this, bro?" Like, so yeah, I'm used to it. But he prophesied today because he had the minister, I believe. I don't think it was a pastor now that I think about it. I pointed at the wrong guy. Wrong person for sure. Because I had to introduce my uncle, but they all knew what I was saying, and I did too. I didn't say what I had wanted to because I look, he was asked. But he prophesied that he just said, "Walk with God, and it'll leave." I went, okay, cool. I'm thinking in my mind, this has been like 21 years now. So I'm like, yeah, eventually it'll go. I don't know when. Like on an average day, I'm not stuttering. I'm not at all.
Yeah.
Oh, so I use it as a.
Yeah, it's not something you really struggle with. Crazy. Yeah.
No, I used to. You know, they had me in the classes and everything like that. Like, okay, find another word for S words and D words. And how do you change a word, bro? Like, ain't no synonym for a day. Like, no, bro, I ain't got time for that. So,
yeah.
If anything, slow it down, possible. I know if I talk too fast or maybe slow. I don't know. It's one or the other. Like I said, 21 years, you get used to it. You get used to it. Well, I don't think that people should be ashamed of them because everybody has them.
No.
Has them.
Yeah.
Like me,
Right. Exactly.
speech impediment, or me, I got a vein that's popping up right now. Hate it. Can't stand it. Feel very much on the track, and there's like 3 bulging veins that pop up in my head.
I'm about to say you can barely see it.
Don't look that hard. See it? Look. Okay, hold on. Look. See? Like right here.
Yeah.
One.
Man.
I don't think it's there. Oh, good. Good. But your flaws, insecurities don't define you. If anything.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You can be unique.
Exactly. And God made us all unique. We're all different.
Yeah,
that's why I don't get why people treat other people different. Like, bro, why can't we just love?
Exactly.
Isn't that the point of that? Why can't we?
I agree.
Just love. I feel for this generation, but it's okay. So anyway, you have to go to bed. So I'm not gonna.
I do, and we have to continue. We have to continue our chat though. I got to come back for another episode because it was very good chat. And I feel like the whole season, I'm a co-host.
Please. Mm-hmm. What's your Bible say?
Co-host. The whole season is crazy.
It's on deep thoughts, so it's like I'm sure you have deep thoughts too. Like, I wonder why. I wonder why there's that. Or I could change it, and it could be a Bible thing. Like, don't you want to see her again? Like,
don't you want to see her again?
Don't you want to see her again?
We're gonna get it with that offline. We're gonna get out of that offline.
Okay.
We're gonna discuss the details offline. But I'll definitely be back.
Okay.
We don't know if it's for permanent or we don't know if it's for just another episode. But I'll be back.
Let me let me kick them off and then we'll talk. So, if you want to promote your social media or anything like that, or no?
Sure, I'll promote my TikTok. My TikTok is The Real Emmy. I think 2 I's and 2 L's.
2 L's. Cool. Otherwise, it's gonna pop up above your head anyway. So, and y'all know exactly where to find me at. Everything is literally the same at Waddy Richardson, yada yada yada. This and the third. Thank y'all for watching. If you even made it this far, hope you enjoyed it. This and the third, got more content on the way. Another episode coming out. And we'll see you next time or next week, or y'all know what to do. For the beat.